Shalom, you guys. I'm going to show you how to make this Ten Commandment iPhone. My children are doing it today. Pardon my missing number 8. One of my happy-go-lucky children tore it off. But anyway, so underneath all the numbers has the commandments in order. Can you see that? So 2, 3, etc., etc. Of course, we know there's 10, so then in these empty spots, I just let them do whatever they wanted to do. But if you've got something specific, maybe you want your children to put there, maybe a prayer or whatever, you can have them do that. But I just drew a little whatever. So anyways, after the video, I will share the links for how to make these. Earlier, I posted, last Sabbath, I posted the links to the actual website to print them off. We wanted to have them printed off ahead of time. So it comes in 2 papers. Yeah, you can use scissors. The first one comes like this, and the second one will come like this. So you kind of get 2 1/2 out of 1. You will cut this in half, and then you will fold this paper in half. So
I can cut them.
Anyways, let's get started. I didn't ask you to cut them. You're gonna need to wait, honey. So you're going to have your children color both of their papers first before they start cutting. Ariel, can I see yours? Ariel did a wonderful job doing this beautiful pattern. I think it was like a fireman pattern or fire. So this is what she did on her outside. And then this is how she colored her inside. She took a bunch of crowns and colored it all together. Kamari, can I see yours, please? Kamari's going for the tie-dye effect. He's not finished yet, but you see how he's doing his. Let them have creative reign. Do not stifle them. So first you're doing, okay. Here's Novice. Novice coloring her 10 Commandments. So have them color both papers first. They can do it afterwards, but it does get more complicated. Can you sit down, please? If they do. So first thing you're going to want to start off with is cutting this in half. You only need one of these. So I'm going to cut this in half and give Kamari his because we gave his other half to Nava when she woke up her nap. Ariel, please stop. Here you go, Kamari. So anyway, so let's pretend like these are both colored. Oh, look at how beautiful I did coloring. Oh, it's so amazing. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then what you're going to do next is you're going to fold this paper in half. Make sure this paper is even. It's very important. So the easiest way to fold it in half is, yeah, baby. The easiest way to fold it in half and making sure it's even is to line the edges up together and then make your crease. So go ahead and fold it in half. Ariel's already done this step. We're always folding papers in half in homeschool, so she's pretty much a pro at folding papers in half. Make sure that it lines up top to bottom. You see that there? And then make a hard crease with your finger. This is called hot dog style, because hot dogs look like this. Yep, that's hot dog style.
Thank you.
Folded hot dog style.
Thank you for my money.
Oh, by the way, things you're going to need: glue stick, crayons, scissors,
and extra glue stick.
And a ruler. I think the ruler helps. You don't necessarily need a ruler, but I believe that the ruler helps.
And I'll wait some.
You don't need a ruler. And some way to color. So they're using crayons and markers. Yes, that's yellow, Nava. So after you do that, then you're going to glue. You're going to open the front of your phone, and you're going to glue your 10 Commandments inside. Make sure that your 10 Commandments is facing the right side up. Make sure that they didn't glue them upside down, because then it will not correlate with the number. Shalom, all who are tuning in. You don't need to trim this down, because if you trimmed it right on the line, then it's going to be half of the paper. I suggest glue sticks because it glues the glue dries fast. If you have like in Belize we have a lot of this glue stick sucks. In Belize we have a lot of silicone glues. The silicone glues work good. Oh, beautiful, baby. if you only use a little bit. But if you're gonna use the Elmer's glue, I would suggest giving it to your children on a plate with you guys let all these glue sticks dry out. Can I see that, baby? I'll get back to you in a minute. Yeah, I see. Okay, Nava wants me to show it to you guys again. Here's Nava's. Nava's 2. Here, color the back side, Nava. So anyways, I'm going it right to here.
No, stop.
Hey, stop fussing with her. So glue all 4 corners. So saying you're gonna use Elmer's glue, I would suggest putting the Elmer's glue on a piece of paper. I mean a paper plate or something like that, and giving them Q-tips. You don't have to glue the whole thing. What I did is I went around the corners and then I just did straight lines down. You're not cutting this paper, so you don't have to, they don't need to necessarily glue everything. Ariel, go ahead and get your glue stick. Then you're going to line, you're going to line your half sheet of paper with the 10 Commandments with the blank side. So this is the blank side. There's my numbers. You're going to glue it on the blank side of the paper. You want paper? So then yeah, he did it. I'm going to recrease my lines because my paper wasn't lined up perfectly. So recrease my lines, so then it should look like this. So you've got your 10 Commandments on the front. You've got your numbers on your front. You've got your 10 Commandments in the middle. And then just the back side is mine. And remember, make sure they color it first. I know mine's not colored. I guess maybe I should throw a little bit of color up here. What color should I use?
Pink.
I want to use pink.
What? Black?
I used purple last time. I'll go. I'm just gonna use the green.
Yeah!
Oh, hush a smush. If I color it, you're not gonna see it anyways. I'm not gonna color because you're not gonna see it anyways. Okay. Now this is where it gets kind of complicated. Mark, can you just go grab her piece of paper so she has something in the color. So what you're gonna do, the easiest way I found to do this is to these little dotted lines right there is to take your ruler and crease those dotted lines first, including, this isn't a dotted line, but the back line right there. And then we're gonna go in and cut them after the fact. It makes, like I said, I've done it already, so it makes it easier if you first fold them, crease them, then we'll cut a certain direction, we will glue them, and then we will start cutting the other direction. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that, and hopefully you'll be able to see. So I'm gonna start off with here on the dotted line between, it separates 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Don't crease the whole phone, just crease where the numbers are on the dotted line. And I'm using my nail. You got bubbles in your paper, but you gotta lay it back down. I'm using my nail to make a hard crease. Then you're gonna do the separation, the dotted line between 2, 5, 4, 1 and 2, 4 and 5, 7 and 8, and 10 and star. And then your last crease is going to be 1, 4, 7, and star. Once again, only crease on the where the numbers are. You don't need to crease the whole phone. So then it's gonna look like that. So all these have. Good job, baby. You can go ahead and glue it in. All these are creased. Why are you showing off on this camera? Use a small glue stick because the big glue sticks are no good. They need to go in the trash. They're all dried out.
Where even is that glue stick?
Ariel has glass.
Ah!
Here
Okay,
now.
how do you glue this thing?
You're going to glue.
The bottom of the back of
You
the
don't want it. This paper. You're gonna glue that to the back. So now that you've, can you stop please? Quit cutting up. Now that you've glued that, fold. Make sure I get that right. You're gonna, don't fold it hard, but just do a soft fold right here where the 3 is. If she doesn't want it, she doesn't want it. If you're gonna do a soft fold where the 3 is, you should be paying attention because this is where you're at, sweetheart. And you're gonna do a little snip right here, just so that you can start cutting. There you go. So just a little itty bitty, a little itty bitty snip right there.
Can you do this for me? Because it's
Let me start it. So I'm gonna do it again on Ariel so you can see. Fold the opposite direction of the line. Once again, not a hard fold, just a soft fold, just so you can bend the paper enough to cut it. And you're going to right there. For anybody that's tuning in, if you didn't catch the beginning of the video, I will, after the video is over, I will put the links for where you can go and print this out at. Okay.
What's this?
How in the world do we get this thing to cutlery?
Okay. Shalom. Okay, so Kamari, you're gonna do you're at where we are. So this is Kamari's inside. This is stop it. I've already asked you both to stop. And this is Kamari's outside. So Kamari, you're gonna fold yours. You need to go hit the scissors. Just cut this direction. You're gonna cut this all right here to 1 and 1. Don't pass that. You're gonna cut all down front and all here. Okay, that's it. Now go that direction. Okay. She's doing, hey Cocab. She's doing what I don't want you guys to do. Do not, I mean you can, it just makes it more complicated, but do not cut down, do not cut this way on the in between these numbers. If you cut them from going from the outside, cut the perimeter, and then you cut going this way, and you glue them all, and you come back later and cut them, it makes it a whole lot easier. So I've got my little snip in here. Oh, Kamari, let me show you. The big orange scissors.
I don't know.
Oh, they're right. I have them right here. I apologize. So I'm going to show you guys again how to make this cut.
Wait, Mom, you said to cut right here.
Yep, go all the way down. No, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to make your first cut. And then you just make a little cut. Can you back up, please? Make a little cut right here, a little snip right there. Kamari, you're going to cut all the perimeter right here. Down this way, down that way, and then not on the dotted line. Don't cut the dotted line. Cut the solid lines right there. So this solid line and that solid line. That's all you're gonna cut.
And then we're done.
You're done for now. So, trying to cut so you guys can see. Yeah, baby, that's an eraser for a whiteboard marker. So I'm gonna cut across the top. You don't need to cut right here. Do not cut right there. Then I'm going to cut. Huh? Okay, so now you cut this bottom line right there.
And that's it?
No, you go back. I'll show you after that. Do that first and then I'll show you.
We got to take this whole thing off?
Pretty much.
You're going to kill me.
No, you're not going to die. So then I cut down that side.
How are we going to do this right? You're making us take this whole thing out.
And you're gonna, this is how you have your little flips. Cut down the bottom. So now it should look like this, kind of like a little window. You're gonna end up gluing this window down. And you're going to cut your numbers, like I was telling the children. Not where you made the folds, because remember we made these folds. Shalom to everybody that's tuning in. I will post the link so you can print these out and download them for yourself later, as soon as I finish the video. You're going to not cut on the dotted line. You're going to cut on the solid line. So you're going to cut right here in between this set of number.
How did you say?
Hold on.
I'm right here too.
And you're going to cut right here between this set of numbers. Do not cut this set. What did you say?
Right here.
Did you cut all the way around first? Yes, cut down the solid line. Good job. You're going to cut down the solid line right there. And right
All the
here.
way down?
Huh?
All the way
Oh,
down?
Ariel, you cut the back side. I didn't say cut that, but that's fine.
You said cut all the way.
No, I didn't. I said right here, and right here.
You said all the whole entire thing.
No, not the whole entire thing.
So what do I do?
Cut here and cut here. The solid lines. Not that. We'll have to tape that to fix that. Cut the solid lines. Because that's going to be a fold. Oh, you guys need to fold yours. Take your ruler and take your ruler and fold yours. So fold it. Put the ruler here. Kamari, go get your ruler.
That is my ruler.
No, your ruler's on the desk. You wanted the blue one. And fold it up. Sorry, guys.
Not folded.
Fold it on the dotted line. Just that dotted line right there. Fold it. Okay, so back to cutting. So you're going to cut all the solid lines except for the last solid line. Do not cut that solid line right there. Hey, Caleb, you ready to do some arts and crafts? You know you want to color. I see it in you. Get off the stage. So I cut the first solid line. Now I'm going to cut my second solid line. Is that what they tell you when you're DJing? You hear that so often, don't you? You found the marker? I didn't ask you to fold it. I asked you to just fold right here. That's it. On the dotted line. Then fold right here on that dotted line.
Right on the solid line now?
You cut on the solid line, then you fold on the dotted line. The dotted line. Dotted line.
It's such a disaster.
It's not a disaster.
I can do this.
You can. You stop that behavior right now.
Mommy.
What you end up with is two strips like this. Yes, Novel. No, you found it. And then you end up with your last set of numbers like this. Now you're going to glue your frame down to the rest of the paper. Ariel, you stop that bad behavior. Can I see the glue, please, Kamari? Sweetheart, do you know what a dotted line is? This is a dotted line. Take the ruler.
I don't understand how to do it.
You fold it. Put it against the dotted line and fold it. I keep showing you, honey.
Even on the last.
Back up, you're hitting the camera.
Like this?
So after you fold it on the dotted line, son, you cut the...
Even right now.
Do not cut that. You fold
Like
that,
this?
yeah. Put it right there and you fold it. So you
Like
did
this?
that one. Did you fold here? I don't see a good fold there. You need to go back and refold that. Some of it's
this
good.
one?
Fold harder. And then, yeah. Do you keep moving the ruler? You keep moving the ruler. I put the ruler and I show you and then you keep moving it. You already folded this one. That one's done.
This?
Yeah? And then now you just need to do this one. No, you use the ruler. You like that. There you go. Now fold it right there. Okay.
What do I do?
Now you need to cut down the solid lines. Down this line right here and that line right here.
Thank you.
Okay. Back to what I said. Now you're going to glue. Just wait a minute. Go cut it.
Cut you.
Now you're going to cut it down just like that, just like you were already doing. Cut down the solid line.
Oh, you folded it.
Now you're going to glue your frame down. So I'm just going to put glue on here, here, and here, and glue it to this back piece of paper. Sorry, and there's a little spot right there that you also need to glue.
Did we cut like side here?
I didn't ask you to do that. You're not listening. Again, I said cut straight down. That's all I asked you to do, sweetheart. Cut straight down. It's fine. You're just making it harder. Cut straight down. Cut straight down right there.
So you could like this one?
You do understand. You just aren't listening.
So just cut it like this?
Yep. And then when I'm done with the glue, then you can have it back and you can start gluing. So I've glued all four sides. Here, 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 and here.
Oh, I see. We have to cut through this one too.
Yes, and you're going to cut that. And then you're just going to fold it over and Glue it to the paper. I told you to cut here. I mean, cut there. You cut down too far. Cut this right there.
Okay.
What she did was she cut down by where the little keys are. She should have cut here, but this is fine because she could just glue this back. So she's gonna cut here and she's gonna glue this on. So cut right there and then glue that on. Got some bubbles in mine.
The
The
zombie.
Okay. So now it no longer opens like a book. All these pages are 1, 2, and 3 are all glued together. These are still not glued together. Do not glue those down. You just need to glue right here on the edge of the phone, top of the phone, the bottom of the phone. Now what you're going to do is you've got your numbers that you've already cut, and you're going to glue these down. So these are going to go on, if you look here, it says glue, 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 glue. Make sure you put the numbers in order, glue, glue. So you're going to glue those down. This is 3, so it goes right here. The perforated side, you're going to glue that down right there. Can I see the glue, please, puppies? You broke yours in half. You were not supposed to do that yet. I didn't ask you to do that. So I'm just going to run the glue down the middle. Down.
How do you glue all of this stuff?
Did you cut it like I was supposed, like I told you to? Did you glue your outsides, Kamari, before you started doing all the extra cutting?
The outsides?
So yes, right here, glue the outside. That's what I just told you to do.
I'm hungry.
Hi, hungry.
I'm hungry.
Okay, wait a minute. So I'm gluing.
She's hungry.
They look kind of like doors. I need a little more glue. Puppies, I need a glue, please.
I told you.
And this is why I was saying use glue stick, because it dries quicker. But I have the fan on, and it's hot here. So,
Can I move the furnace?
yeah, I guess you can.
But what? Oh.
So I'm making sure I squish it down. Making sure I squish it down so it's nice and adhered to the bottom paper. So I've got 2 sets of doors. Who's got the glue?
I do.
Can I see it, please?
No.
I think there's another. Let me see that glue, puppies. I think there's another glue stick in the
I'm good, Mom.
There's another glue stick in the drawer. Ariel, can you go check?
I'll have
Try and get the glue only on the glue line, because if not, then your numbers are gonna stick where you don't want them to stick. I'm hungry.
Yep, all she says.
Okay, hungry. Give me a minute, please. So I've glued that one down, and then I'm just going to crease it again and try and make sure that it sticks, and then I can wipe off any excess glue. Okay, hungry. Brittany, can you get her a snack, please?
Mom, what do you call home?
Brittany?
Yeah.
So before you start cutting in between the numbers, it should look like this. Okay, I understand. So now that you've done that, now you can go back and cut just your little slices like that. And then there you go. And like I said, this is just the easier way. If you cut them individually squared, it's fine. It just makes it more complicated to get it done. I found that this was the easiest way. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to cut just in between the numbers. So between 1, 4, and 7 and star. Then I'm going to cut between 2, 5, 8 and 10, 3, 6, 9, and pound. Whereas my children call it hashtag. So see, now you've got all your little doors created. Now let me see yours, Kamari. What Kamari did was Kamari kind of cut his prematurely. He cut in between. And like I said, it can still be done. It just makes it more complicated. So now he has to go back and glue individual little doors, whereas I just glued the whole strip. Uh-oh. So this is Kamari's.
And I would say if you do it like that, I'd rather, when you cut them, you like usually just like put them in order. You like count how many there is, and then you put them in order because you'll forget where they belong, and then you put them in the wrong place.
Yeah. This one needs more glue poppies.
Okay.
So yeah, make sure that if they cut them individually, that they put them back in order.
Yeah.
So remember, from the beginning, you color it, then you, hey Tay, then you cut around the numbers. Do not cut the buttons. You just cut around the numbers. Do not cut this back side, only the 3 sides. So the top, the bottom, or sorry, the top, the side, and the bottom. Then you come back and you glue. Pretend you. Sorry, guys. Ah, Kamari.
What's wrong?
You disconnected the thing. Grab it. Right there. No. Right there.
What does this do?
It's charging it because it's dead.
I disconnected everything?
No, you just messed up the camera. You messed up the camera's videotaping. Sorry. So then put the Ten Commandments are in here because we already glued these. So then you cut the top. This is important. Cut the top, the side, and the bottom. Do not cut where the buttons are. Then you will glue down your frame. Then you will come back, fold your numbers so they end up like this. Then you will cut down the side of your numbers. So you will cut not the dotted lines. Don't cut the dotted lines, that's what we folded. Cut the solid lines. You will glue these in, and then you will cut horizontally. So that is the end of our art project for today. Remember, color first. And when I get done, I will post the link so that you can print them out and do them with your children at home. And then remember also that these two are blank, and in mine, I just drew a menorah and I drew a heart just for the heck of it, but your kids can do whatever you want them to do, and or they can do a poem, or not a poem, but a scripture or something, whatever you want them to put there. So there's my commandments. I know this is all backwards for you, but here you go. And that's the final project. I hope you enjoyed. I hope your kids like it. Shalom.